Hi everyone. So I'm just a student. I'm currently pursuing CA intermediate, and I was studying this topic of operating leverage. And I discussed this with a lot of my friends as well. What was like something that just wouldn't stop bugging me was contribution by EBIT. This thing. Why does this work? Like when you multiply contribution by EBIT, like you do not even know the change. If you already know this, I'm assuming. But if percentage change in contribution or sales is multiplied by operating leverage, in this case, this formula, अगर तुम इस फॉर्मूले से भी मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो फिर तुम्हारे पास परसेंटेज चेंज इन ईबीआईटी आ जाएगा. तो माय क्वेश्चन वाज कि फॉर्मूले से कैसे काम कर रहा है, बिकॉज वी नो द जनरल फॉर्मूला व्हिच इज परसेंटेज चेंज इन योर कंट्रीब्यूशन डिवाइडेड बाय परसेंटेज चेंज इन ईबीआईटी that gives you degree of operating leverage, which works and makes sense. By the way, I'll be adding timestamps hopefully, matlab, where I actually do the explanation of this. But my question was, yes, I can like break it up and solve it with the equation और ये आ जाएगा. But इस mathematical expression से कैसे you are able to derive your degree of operating leverage? So I'll be trying to explain this because we spent around 2 to 3 hours. I spent 2 to 3 hours and consulting with my friend, so that helped. So I hope. Okay, so let's try to understand how this formula gives us an answer to what is a percentage change in EBIT, because there is a percentage change in contribution. Why does that particular fraction give us the answer? I'll try to explain this using ratio, and I think pretty simple here, but you need to know the ratios concept here, so I'll try to explain it. I've taken two examples. In one example, sales is 200 and 300. Variable cost is always as a percentage of sales, 25%. Fixed cost is constant 100. अब इसमें let's take out degree of leverage as per your formula 150 by 50. We are taking this particular case as base, case A. We are taking case A as base. तो इसके अंदर 150 by 50 कर लो. Right. Now understand what this means. 3 is to 1. Now we have to understand what this particular thing means. To understand, by multiplying this by 50, we get the answer. So why we do get this answer, we need to understand. Since this is in a pure ratio, that is 1 is in the numerator, is in the denominator. This is whole in EBIT units. ये पूरा का पूरा EBIT units में, ये 3 EBIT units है, 1 EBIT unit है. So this is 1 EBIT, not unit. This is definitely 1 EBIT unit, but this is 1 EBIT. 1 EBIT unit is equal to 1 EBIT, and this is one contribution. This is one contribution which is equal to 3 EBIT. I think that's clear. Now think about this for a second. We know कि जो contribution में total change आता है, और the absolute change, I should say, absolute change of contribution is always equal to absolute change in EBIT, right? This is a pretty simple straightforward concept कि इसमें जो भी change आएगा, because ये as a percentage कुछ change नहीं करता. This is fixed. That's why leverage works. So because there's a change in this by 75 rupees, you can see 150 75 rupees. इसके अंदर भी 75 rupees का change आ रहा है. So we need to understand कि change in contribution is always equal to change in EBIT. जितना contribution बढ़ेगा उतना EBIT बढ़ेगा या घटेगा. तो इसके अंदर 75 का आ रहा है. Now we want to play with percentages, right? Now think about this. Since one contribution equal to 3 EBITs, अगर इसमें जो absolute change आएगा, think about this, इसमें जो absolute change आएगा, one contribution में अगर absolute change आ रहा है 50% का, right? And if this one contribution का अगर percentage change 50 है, तो इसका absolute change जो भी होगा, absolute change would actually affect EBIT 3 times, if that makes sense, percentage wise. इसका जो absolute change होगा ना, ये इसके लिए 50% है, but for EBIT that is equal to 3 EBITs which are equal to 1 contribution, उनके लिए ये change actually 3 times हो जाएगा. Try to understand like this. This is a contribution. These are 3 EBIT. तो अगर contribution that is ये बड़ा बक्सा 50% प्लस है, तो we know कि अगर ये पूरा सुपर सेट है तो इसके अंदर के सबसेट्स भी 50% प्लस. अब don't get confused here. This one is actually 50. All of them together are not EBIT. Just this one is EBIT. ये 50 है, बस ये 50 है. लेकिन इनके अंदर जो चेंज आ रहा है ना, जो कंट्रीब्यूशन चेंज ला रहा है, वो 50-50-50 का ला रहा है. कितना ला रहा है? लेट्स सी 75 ला रहा है. तो दिस इज ऑल इक्वल टू 25. ठीक है, E प्लस 50% इज इक्वल टू 25. 25 के 3 चेंज आ गए, देयर इज 75 which checks out, and contribution का total is also checks out. So we can say, I think pretty confidently by the concept explained, कि अगर हमें चाहिए परसेंटेज चेंज इन EBIT, we can just say since one contribution is equal to 3 EBIT, तो absolute change जो भी आएगा वो as a percentage भी उसकी 3 times हो जाएगा. So we can say कि 3 times into 50% is equal to 150%. And just to prove my point again, we'll take this as base and हम फिर से वही concept से चलेंगे. तो उसी concept पे चलते हैं. If we take 300 as base, so the change will be 33 by 3, 33. Okay, no, let's take the leverage first. इसमें leverage होगा 22 by 1.8, right? 1.8 by 1. 22 to 5 divided by 125 will be 1.8 by 1. Again, it means कि one contribution is actually equal to 1.8 EBITs. And अगर मैं इसमें कुछ भी चेंज लाऊंगा तो एब्सोल्यूट टर्म्स में जो भी चेंज आएगा EBITs में वो 1.8 टाइम्स होगा, है ना. बेसिकली दैट व्हाट दिस मीन्स. नाउ कंट्रीब्यूशन में एक्चुअली कितना चेंज आ रहा है? -33.33% आ रहा है. -33.33% अगर चेंज आ रहा है तो EBITs में कितना चेंज आएगा? इसका 1.8 टाइम्स चेंज आ जाएगा. एंड दैट विल गिव यू द चेंज, परसेंटेज चेंज इन EBIT. नाउ वी कैन कैलकुलेट दिस. कैलकुलेटर के बिना अगर ऐसे करोगे तो 0.6, so we can say 0.6 or we can say 60%, -60% EBIT में चेंज आ जाएगा. Right, -60% change will happen in EBIT. So I hope I was able to explain the concept of this particular mathematical expression, because I saw all over YouTube everybody explained the formula, and a teacher actually was quite good, but he also did not explain the full concept, I guess. But I tried to explain using ratio कि operating leverage कैसे इस formula से काम करता है. I hope this was helpful. If it was, then मेरे लिए good wishes, I guess. Thank you.